Yo, it's boy Marcus and We're back on the video. Today we're going to be explaining the Codm Mobile attachment system, the three different systems that are mainly used, and then a couple of sort of one-off weird systems that just don't make sense because of the guns in those games that those guns are from. So, as we know with COD Mobile, everything is recycled and rehashed from previous COD titles and brought into COD Mobile. So right here with the MG42, this is from Call of Duty Vanguard, and it has the Call of Duty Vanguard attachment system. Call of Duty Vanguard was a mainline COD on console that was set in World War II, I believe. So all the guns that have this system are generally going to be World War II era guns, like the M1 Garand in COD Mobile, the new 3-line rifle, the machine pistol, and the MG42, as well as the BP-50, which was brought back as a DLC gun in Vanguard later on after the game was almost out of its life cycle. This attachment system is the best in my opinion. I know a lot of people think the Black Ops Cold War is better. I don't agree with that personally. I think the Black Ops Cold War attachment system is just a little bit worse. One of the main things is all of the Vanguard attachment systems are going to have lots of fire rate boosting attachments to your barrels and muzzles, right? Because you're going to have the recoil booster, you're going to have rapid fire barrels. That's going to allow these guns to compete with a lot of these stronger guns in COD Mobile. That's why you see a gun like the MG42 sort of staying right outside the top 10 guns in COD Mobile. The BP-50 stays right there, and currently to most people the best pistol in the game is the machine pistol. So it's probably the best attachment system overall because of that. It also seems like a lot of these attachments don't have very strong cons. The cons to a lot of Vanguard attachments simply are just non-existent, or they're not strong enough. The MG42 is the exception to that rule because it's the only gun in the game to get a proper nerf. No other gun really, maybe the NA45 at one point, has really got a nerf like the MG42 has. And not only has the MG42 had the worst nerf ever in a single update, but it's been nerfed consistently update after update. It was so good that it took a lot of nerfs for it to get brought down to where it is now. Here with the XM4, we see the Black Ops Cold War attachment system, which is the second best attachment system in COD Mobile. And one of the big things with this is the Task Force barrel having such strong pros to it to make it that much better. Here, you'll see the SAS combat stock, this insane ADS movement speed stock is great. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's not necessarily, that's the best stock in COD Mobile, but the Raider pad was actually the best stock in console COD on Black Ops Cold War. And so that's the second best attachment system. And then the third best would be the MW 2019 attachment system, which is on almost every gun that's not from Black Ops Cold War or Vanguard, with a couple of exceptions because there are weird outliers, you know what I mean? Here with the FR556, this gun was from Modern Warfare 2019 on console, so that's why it has this attachment system. It just kind of all lines up. It makes sense. But this attachment system kind of goes towards almost every gun in COD Mobile that was on launch as well. So your guns like the MSMC, your PDWs, they all have this attachment system as well because this was brought in first. We didn't see the Black Ops Cold War attachment system until they decided to integrate it when they brought in Black Ops Cold War guns like the Krig and the EM2. And then you saw those attachment systems come in with those two guns. Now, we also have guns like the LCAR-9 and a lot of other options that also have the Black Ops attachment system. But my main reason for making this video was I watched a Bobby Plays video. And in Bobby Plays video, he named the Black Ops attachment system the Vanguard attachment system, or vice versa. He mixed it up. And so I was like, man, people don't really know, console COD at all. COD Mobile players typically, I feel like, don't play any console COD. That's why they play COD Mobile. They're usually mobile players. So one of the big things is they don't know what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, I played every console COD ever made. So I already know everything that's coming to COD Mobile when it comes. Like, I've already used it. I used it on console. I know what it's like. I know what the gun's like. For example, I believe the Ram 7 is the gun next season. The Ram 7 is from Modern Warfare 2019 originally, and it's got other names from other CODs, but that's not the point. It's also been in like Modern Warfare 2, 2022. You know what I mean? It's been a few games. But the Ram 7 originally is in Modern Warfare 2019. It's very, very similar to the M13, which we already have in COD Mobile. It's like a bullpup, so the magazine is behind the grip where the trigger is, and it's a very solid gun. It performs just like the M13, quite honestly. They're going to be eerily similar guns, if I'm being quite frank. And it'll probably use the exact same attachment system as well. You'll be running monolithic suppressor, like a marksman barrel, probably like a 50-round magazine. It'll perform a lot like the M13. So I've pretty much covered the attachment systems. There are some others. The Dingo was one of them, as you saw there. It's got like a mix. So the Dingo was originally in Black Ops 3, which is before all this, right? It's a much older gun to be brought back. So it just kind of gets whatever they put on it. That's why the attachments, they literally say Black Ops on them. That's just how it is. Now, there are some very strange outliers in the attachment system, like the Echo Fire mod on the Maddox. So this gun is from Black Ops 4, and in Black Ops 4 they have what's called operator mods, which could come back to COD Mobile in attachment variations, right? So here with the Echo Fire mod, this is a muzzle or a barrel attachment variation, right? So that's why it shoots so weird. It shoots like 2 shots at once, essentially. And it did the same thing on console. But in console, it took 2 attachment slots, not just 1. But we also had different systems in that game as well in Black Ops 4. So that's a very good example of how operator mods coming back to COD Mobile would be very interesting, right? For example, they already have the Hades, right? The Hades has the crossbar, which is an operator mod from the Hades in Black Ops 4, right? They could also bring back the Skull Splitter for the J358, which wasn't a pistol in BO4. The Mozu was the revolver, actually, but they performed pretty much the same. And it basically made it to where it one-shot into the head anywhere on the map, which was cool in Black Ops 4. In COD Mobile, the J358 almost one-shots the head as it is, I believe. So it's a very strong pistol. That being said, covering the BP-50 here as well, because this is another Vanguard gun with the Vanguard attachment system. So it has that sort of performance to it. I've generally covered everything about this attachment system and which ones are the best, right? So it's Vanguard number 1, Black Ops number 2, and Modern Warfare 2019 number 3. You're kind of able to have your own opinion. Some of these are weird, like the Vargo. I do believe the Vargo did come into Vanguard as a gun at one point in time, but it didn't have the same name. I don't remember that well, but it was 100% a gun in Black Ops Cold War. So I don't know why it doesn't have the Cold War attachment system. It's kind of up to them to make that call. I doubt they'll change it at this point. So it's very strange for this gun to have these attachments. It definitely feels a little weird. It should perform more like a Krieg or an EM2, one of those Black Ops Cold War ARs that function in that manner. With that being said, I've pretty much covered all the guns that are off in terms of like how they perform. There are some that I would like to see, switched up a little bit. We got guns like the 3-line rifle, so that kind of shows how the sniper attachments are in Vanguard, right? They're a little different. They're a little funky, and that's just how that game was. The Tundra gives us a taste of the Black Ops attachments for snipers, which are very, very good. Very good attachments for snipers in Black Ops Cold War. I think that kind of could leak our next sniper rifle to get. Might be the Pellington from Black Ops Cold War, which will function like a weaker version of a Locust if they bring it back the same way it was. It wasn't a very good sniper in that game. The Tundra was far superior. And then I think for your Modern Warfare in 2019 attachments, you'll just see that put on any other snipers we get in the game The first one that comes to mind that's not in COD Mobile would probably be the AX50 from Modern Warfare 2019, as it was probably the most popular sniper in that game at one point in time. So, with that being said, I hope I've explained this attachment system to you guys and how to sort of maneuver it, what's best. Just kind of a rankings video so you guys understand the differences between them, where they came from, how this kind of works. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Leave those in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Road to 1,000. We're getting pretty close. And yeah, it's been your boy Marcus Morsini. I'm out of here. Peace.